The postgame show, SNU comes from behind to beat East Central on the road 63-60, and we're here with the head coach, Trent May. And, Coach, I don't know if you have words to describe this one, but down by 18 at one point late in the first half, and your girls never surrender, never stop playing, come all the way back and get just a tremendous road win. I mean, try to put that into words.
Ooh, got some tears right now. It's a fun team, you know, and that's I think the fight that keeps coming is just that it's in them, you know, and you just try every day. You just try to pull it out of them, and you don't settle and you don't rest, and you know you don't let them feel good about themselves really for very long because you know there's always more to do. And so proud of it, man. I mean, you know, huge win on Thursday night. Being on the road, I heard the other day, and it doesn't matter the sport, it doesn't matter the venue. When you're on the road, you're just, no matter how good you are, it's tough to win on the road. It just really is. And you know, we didn't have a good week ago Thursday. We played well, and then kind of had a letdown on Saturday, and then played well on Thursday night. And you know, and I just at halftime I was like, you know, we don't have to have letdowns. And you know, it was just it was a great thing to see. You know, just the girls, they're not backing down, and I just love that. I mean, that's a part of a program that you just, if you can create that we're never going to back down, man, that's such a huge head start above any other teams, and that's what I'm seeing with these girls. And so I just, you know, super, you know, said this on Thursday, super proud of the girls. You know, just watching them fight, and I literally, I can't explain this part, but just the piece I had, just kind of in the middle of that fourth quarter, almost like I was already pleased with just what they've done, and the outcome hadn't even happened yet. Right. I just felt good going, wow, man, this is going to go down to the wire, man, and we did it again. Our girls battled again on the road with a really good team, a well-coached team, tough team, and you know, it was a second half that we're so capable of, and as a coach, you're always greedy. Yeah. You just are. You know, it's a fault of ours, but you always want to play your best, and a lot of times that's with things you can control. Can't, you know, told them also at half, it's like you can't, you know, they're shooting the ball really well, we're not, but you can't play bad at both ends. So, you know, let's tighten up the defensive side, and you know, you got to step up and make shots, and they just did a great job of sticking together, and you know, there was never any panic in their eyes, and you know, it's so appreciated to see that. And you know, and we had a great bench tonight. You know, they did a fantastic job with their noise and really staying engaged in the game, and that's also appreciated. You always have a role to play, no matter what you do, and it's always important.
Talk to me about Adrian's night. She has 22 points, hits the big shot from behind the arc, and you know, she had a tough night on Thursday. There's no doubt about it. Talk about how she bounced back tonight. 7 of 11, 4 3-pointers made, hit the big shot, made some big plays. Talk about her effort tonight.
Well, that's the thing. You got to stay in it no matter what. You can have, you know, 10 missed shots, and the 11th one is super important as well. And you hit the 11th, those next 10 don't matter. And you know, she had the charge call, she had the air ball 3. You know, and at that moment, you just kind of go, you're like, oh man, you know, you need something good to happen, and you know, but that's the part, you got to stay in it and be ready for what's next. What's next is always a requirement. Being ready for what's next is always a requirement, and that was a huge shot. She was squared up, everything. It wasn't a you know, oh, you know, I was lucky to go in. She did everything right. That was a technically sound 3-pointer. Everything was lined up, and that prevents the air ball. It prevents anything else. She did what she was supposed to do, and the ball went in.
Second half, you know, you talked about the struggles in the first half. Offensively, you were struggling. Offensively, they were making a lot of shots. You guys adjusted, though, in the second half, and you held them to 7 made field goals in that second half. You got to tell me about this defensive effort and what you guys were able to, you know, whether it was just effort or whatever it was, you guys played a tremendous half of defensive basketball.
Yeah, well, listen, I like the Mike Leach philosophy, offense wins games. Thankfully, I've had good defensive coaches that I allow and give them the freedom to coach the defense. And, of course, you know, I'll be able to have my input here and there whenever I want, but it's awesome when you have people who can run that side of the ball. You know, he's like, you know, so Coach Cooper's like my defensive coordinator, you know, and I love it, and I'm not going to shy away from that. And he does a fantastic job, and the girls buy in, they listen, and sometimes they execute, and in the second half they did. You know, and that's the thing of just going. You got to be able to listen. It's okay to listen to other voices as well. Other coaches have things to say and can be utilized. You don't have to just sit there and, you know, not being able to be included. And I'm thankful for my coaching staff and just what they bring to the table every day. And you know, so yeah, we credit to our girls of listening and understanding the importance of where to be and when to be there and how to guard and what to do. And, you know, it's I'll always tell them that defense is part of execution as well. You have to execute on defense just like you do on offense. There are set plays that you run defensively that have to be executed. And, you know, they did a tremendous job. And, yeah, I just, you know, it's awesome. It's awesome to see your point guard have a double-double. You know, I mean, that's – you know, that's huge.
Flirted a little bit with the triple-double, even a little bit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You know, and I know one of these days we're going to have one. I mean, we've been close. Abby's been close on a few things before on the triple side of things, and we're gonna get those. But I'm proud of the team effort. I didn't sub much in the second half, so sometimes you're asked to play a lot of minutes, and we played 50 minutes on Thursday night as a team. You know, and this was there was nothing easy about tonight, so I'm proud of them for staying in there and just like, you know, I've heard grit a lot lately, and I'm thankful we got a team that displays that quite often.
Get you out on this, you guys. Wrap up this 4-game road trip with a 3-1 record. You go to 6-4 in the GAC. Really have been playing some great basketball as of late, and finally come back home on Thursday. You get to welcome Monticello in. Should be a fun game. We'll have the white hot game. Should have a great crowd on hand. Just
Hope so.
Talk about just the excitement coming back to Bethany, and getting ready to play in the Sawyer Center again.
You know, that seems like a long ways away, man. But,
It does. It does.
All I know is Saturday we're 1-0, and you know, yeah. I hope next week. I hope we can get. I hope people will start realizing we have a good brand of basketball, and they'll, you know, not talk about it from afar, but they'll actually put their tails in seats. That would be nice, you know. I've heard a lot of people back, hey, we're excited you're back. Oh, well, if you're excited that I'm back, then, you know, show me. I like the state motto of Missouri, the show me state.
You hear it.
Don't tell me, show me.
Don't tell them, show them.
Show the
Get
love,
your butts in the seat.
Show the love of the girls that they're appreciated because they're great. They're great individuals. They're great people. They're phenomenal teammates. They're great students. They're becoming great basketball players, so they're worthy for people to come out and watch them.
You heard it here, 5:30 Thursday. Get your butts in the seat. Trent May is telling you right there. Show them. Show them.